Good evening, ladies and gents. How are you doing? It's Middle-Aged Gamer Guy here, but you can call me Mags. That's right, and we are here for another Tuesday night gaming chat where we talk about all the latest gaming news and reviews from the last 7 days or so. How is everyone? I want to kick off things by saying, Ice Magic, thank you for the 2 months. That is the tier 1 sub. 7 months now, you absolute legend. Exclamation sub hype in chat, show your appreciation for keeping the lights on this place. Not only that, we are trying to do the Plus program. So we are trying to consistently get 100 subs a month so that we get a 60-40 split from Twitch. And we are 73 out of 100, which is pretty damn amazing, as we were literally only about 30 last week. So thank you so much, everyone. Let's see who's here today. Let's go through the things. So first one here was Mr. Gozzo. Good evening, Gozzo. Hope you're well. Danka, hello. Good to see you. Ben, how you doing? Good to see you. Will, he says, I'm early. Whoop. Good to see you, buddy. Games Guru, good evening. How are you? Good to see you as well. All the way from Australia. Walker fan, hello. How are you? Great to see you. Always good to see you. Flame, good evening. Hello, buddy. Always great to see you as well. And DJ Mike says, I'm just sat here in the corner. Hi, Mike. Hi. In the corner there. Hi. There you go. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a good Tuesday. Let me know how you're doing. Obviously, I can't do this show by myself. And it needs someone who's got far more gaming knowledge than I could ever cram in this peanut of a head here. So please welcome my co-host who knows the most. It's the one. It's the only. It's Mr. David Jones.
Evening, mate. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Evening to chat. Hope you're all well.
Let's see. It's the Dave Appreciation Society here this week. I'm sure they are. Mike says, I took a nap after a sports weekend. So I got. Mike did something crazy, like 6 lots of matches in the space of 2 days or so. It was insane. So good on you. DJ Baroque, thank you so much for the follow. Believe it or not, you are now my 2001st follower, which is pretty awesome. We've hit over 2,000 followers, which is insane. There you go. Gozzo's doing good. Computer Club Matt says, evening, Mag and Dave. Hello, Matt. How are you? Good to see you. What have you been playing, Dave, over the last few days since I saw you? And let me guess. Is it something to do with Elden Ring by any chance?
Quite correct. Nothing but that. So I've been playing for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, just more of that. Still thoroughly enjoying it. In the last week, I managed to find my way into one of the optional areas. Just went through a fairly unassuming cave, beat the boss at the end of that cave, and then there's some doors you could open that lead you into a completely new area. And that had a pretty decent sort of side quest to follow. So make your way up a mountain, defeat a dragon up there to nice. Help someone out. And you got some good rewards for that. So yeah, pretty good. Still enjoying it. Still got plenty to go because I haven't really been doing the main quest line on it. I've just been exploring the map and as I finding all the optional areas and defeating the bosses in there. So yeah, good stuff. I'll probably still be on it for the next few weeks, easy.
I might just give up asking you. You might as well just state it, and until you go, actually, I'll play something else. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so, eventually I'll play something else. I've got to go back to that I haven't finished yet. At some point, I've got to finish off Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Wow,
I haven't got anywhere in that. So much to do. So at some point, I probably will be playing that for weeks on bloody end.
It's unbelievable. I feel like I'm actually making way with my backlog of games, but then something else comes along because for me, I am still playing Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which is great fun. I'm doing it bit by bit. I'm not doing loads of it. I'm doing it in little chapters. So I'm on the second. I'm like halfway through the second of the 5 missions on that. But there's a game that we're talking about tonight, which I literally streamed on Thursday on the day release, and I literally just went buy Luigi's Mansion, so I'm playing this, and literally blasted through it in 3 days, and even got both endings because I didn't realize there's 2 endings to this game. If you want to know what that game is, I'll tell you a little bit later on. So there you go. Let's see who else is here. DJ said not a bad claim to fame. No, being my 2001st follower, it's a good claim to fame. Walker says, I'm freezing. It's so cold here right now in Australia. Low single digits, temps all day. Let it go. Let it go. I hope it gets warmer. We're having a shit summer. Well, I think we're having a shit summer for the UK, but there you go. Lisa, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Always good to see Lisa. It was on our show a couple of weeks ago. Good call. Great way to extend the life out of it. Yes. So I've played through it twice. And there's other things. But again, not going to give away what that game is. We'll talk about it. 2001 was a good year. I was 10. There you go. DJ says, hey, Lisa. There you go. Gonna get warmer in Nottingham tomorrow and the rest of the week. Now, obviously, Gozzo is very excited for Nottingham Video Games Expo, which is on Saturday and Sunday. And I will be making my way to that on Sunday. So I look forward to seeing all the gang there. Sophie's here. Hello, Sophie. Hey, short stuff. Hey, hot stuff. Guess which one? Does it help if I do that?
There you go.
There you go. Good to see you, Soph. So, yeah, there's games and things happening and people. And talking of other events, this is perfect. Ties in beautifully to this week's guest. Why am I not surprised? I scare a lot of things away, but there you go. Walker says, I've been playing a bit of Once Human. It's not bad, but still trying to figure it out at the moment. Well, we'll be talking about that very shortly. Lisa says, I'm all right, thanks. And you, Max and Dave. Dave, how are you doing?
Oh, good, thanks, Lisa.
Good. I'm doing all right. And just as I said that, we just got a raid. Shifty Hands. Hello, Shifty Hands. Good to see you, buddy. Araxia Dystopia. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Great to see you. Shifty says, hey, buddy, I hope you're doing well. I'm very well. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for that raid. And it's Araxia. I know. Another two people that are coming to Timeless, which is amazing. Which was the first time here. Araxia's like, hello. Great to see you. So yeah, hi, for those who don't know me, and thank you for that raid. I am Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. You can call me Mags. This is Tuesday Night Gaming Chat, where we talk about all the latest gaming news from the last 7 days or so, or we will do when I stop wittering on. He says, just been playing Angerfoot. I know you're doing some talks to team, so please don't let me distract you. It's cool. We will talk about that game at some point in the show, but there you go. Sophie says, wait, am I your only mod? I don't want to be. I quit. Yeah, unfortunately, Dan Game Tank is ill. Jesse is away on work. I have no idea where Dave is. So
he usually turns up late there, doesn't he?
Yeah, Dave will turn up late. When it's a shift change, Sophie leaves and Dave turns up. But Sophie's also not well. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're doing well. I'll try my bit. Thank you. I appreciate that, Soph. I appreciate that. Anyway, welcome to all our raiders. Greatly appreciate it. Again, Shifty Hands, you absolute legend. Thank you for that. And Araxia, you are officially my 2002nd follower. There you go, which is amazing. Arquail, evening. I'll tell you, this is going to be chaotic. Sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, I'm not going to put that up because that's yeah. Leave that. It's nothing bad. Just didn't want to bring up something, so that's cool. They can talk amongst themselves. There you go. So there you go. Araxia says, I'm glad to be. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, talking of events and games and people not feeling well, I'm going to tie this all into one thing and segue it all magically. I've known this person for only a couple of months because of the wonderful Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. And like Lisa, this person is going to be at RawCon, which is in Cardiff on the 1st of August, which I am now be going to. I was very kindly invited. So I'm looking forward to that and meeting these wonderful people. There's a number of people that I've not met in person. But they are also going to be at our wonderful Timeless Gaming Convention in August. Whoop, whoop, self-promotion, all that. Yes, I'm a self-promotion whore. I don't care. But more importantly, I actually got to meet this person at TwitchCon. And this is the weirdest story. So we did the first day of TwitchCon, and then we were invited to the Lightstream/Zola party. As we walked in, stood there, went, oh, hi, because we'd not met each other. We were like, hi, and we stood around the table and we nattered for quite a long time, which was fantastic. Only after I got back from TwitchCon had we realised that we were staying in the same hotel. Bear in mind, there was only about 12 rooms in this hotel. How we never bumped into each other, I don't know, because we were in the bar like every night and eating in there and that. So I don't know how that happened and how we missed each other, but it's insane. So please welcome our wonderful guest, who's not very well, bless her. So please do be kind to her. Please, and she still made it, which is amazing. Please welcome the amazing Muso.
Hi. I'll try and sound less ill for everybody, but yes, there definitely is a plague going around.
Yeah. Now we think you're safe. You didn't get what we're now calling the TwitchCon plague. We think you're safe from that.
Yeah.
But we're wondering whether you might have got it from another event. Before I say that, woo, plagues. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Hello.
The Sausage Sorcerer, thank you for the follow. It's like Muso. I will. How you doing? So before we talk about who you are and what you did, you were at another event that just took place this weekend, which I am massively jealous of because it's been running 3 years and I've still not managed to make it, even though it's 20 minutes down the road from here and I still didn't get there. Which was, what event were you at?
I was at Sea of Thieves Fest this weekend, just gone.
Woo!
Cool.
Yeah. We love some Sea of Thieves. I'm all about the pirating. And the event this weekend was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything more, honestly.
Can you tell us a little bit about it without making you speak for ages and making you feel?
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. I'm happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here. So, but yeah, so Sea of Thieves Fest. Oh, hi, Eliza. So normally Sea of Thieves Fest has been over 1 day. So this has been the 3rd year that the fest has been running.
Yeah.
So it was my first time going as well, which I was super whoop whoop about. This time they did it over 2 days. So it was over a Friday and a Saturday.
Yeah.
I think it's Warsaw Football Club or something like that.
Yeah.
So they do it at a football club, which is really nice. It's nicely set out, plenty of staging for, if they do presentations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there was all these crafting stalls, like crochet bits and all of the things. Love you too, Sai. There's all of the crafting and crochet and bits and pieces, and so many people in cosplay. There was cosplay competitions.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of things. There was food that you would get at a football game. So the choices are limited.
Knowing Walsall Football Club, right, and I've been to there a lot, that doesn't surprise me.
No, see, I'm a northerner, so I'm used to, if I go to a football game, there being pies. There was no pies.
Yeah. No pies.
Someone ate all the pies.
Well, that's not on. You'd expect pies. Even though it's like, I bet it's pies. God, they were quite famous for their curry. They always used to have a curry on match day there, so...
I would have preferred a curry. I had a chicken burger and chips. I had chicken burger and chips. I went for just cheerful. No pies. I know, right, Danko? No pies.
And Sai says, "Don't look at me. I only do sausages." I mean,
Hi, Sai. Love you guys.
Yeah. But so to put in context, because I do know quite a bit about the event, even though I haven't gone. Obviously, a lot of the team from Rare are there. They work on it. The devs, the artists, there's people. There's musicians performing. As you said, there's a lot of the big content creators. Ironically, I noticed there was a guy that was standing behind us at the TwitchCon party that we were talking about because Behaving Beardly was standing behind Muso and Min. That's Behaving Beardly. And then the amount of times I've been stood next to that guy and I've never had the courage to say hello to him. Like, there's been times at EGX when they've done the big CFEs and he's sat in the chair next to me and I'm like, that's Behaving Beardly. I've never said, oh.
Honestly, he's
the nicest guy. But he's a huge streamer.
I know, but just like you and I, we're all just people, and honestly, he's one of the nicest people. His wife, Mrs. Beardley, came along as well. They were just absolutely beautiful. And on the Friday as well. So we do all kinds of things. There's the stalls. They had an after party as well this time where the Longest Johns played, and I love the Longest Johns. I love a good old shanty. I do. Could I sound any more northern? Anyway. There was also a charity football match that raises money for Everyone Can.
I saw that, yeah.
So it's the Rare team against like the streamers and stuff like
nice.
that. So I have said next year I'm doing it for the girls and I'm joining the charity football team for the girls. So
that'd be awesome. I thought that was a nice touch that they did that. And again, Everyone Can, fantastic charity. We support Everyone Can as well. So it's amazing. Now, enough about Sea of Thieves because you had an amazing weekend. Let's talk about you. So for people who don't know, I'm going to bring up your Twitch channel. Can we get a shout out for Muso in chat? If you're not following Muso, please do go turn out. Tell us about, now obviously you must stream Sea of Thieves because if not, I'd be massively disappointed. Now you've just told me. Tell us what else you do though. So you stream Sea of Thieves and what else? Tell us about your channel.
As you can probably tell over both of my shoulders, I also like a lot of Star Wars. So at the minute, I'm doing my first playthrough of Star Wars Fallen Order. And then going into Jedi Survivor because I've seen all of the animated, I've seen all of the films. I adore it. I read the comics. I'm a big Star Wars nerd about it. And I love my Final Fantasy and things. So you can probably over this way you can see my little cloud on the Daytona and things as well. So I'm currently doing my so I'm a bit behind Dave. I'm playing Remake, but I've played it before. And then I'll be doing my first playthrough with the Intergrade and then onto Rebirth as well, which I'm extremely excited about because Final Fantasy VII is that is my childhood game. That's my childhood game. Like I got into the pirating and things and stuff like that because when I was a kid, I played like Monkey Island, like click and point games and stuff like that. Did I play 16? Not yet. I don't own 16 yet. But I am fortunate enough that I am in possession of a PS5 now, thank you to the lovely community, which I'm extremely grateful for. So 16 is definitely on the list. Definitely on the list.
There you go. Danke says, woo, same.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I casually got the Lancer on my arm as well. This top is just awesome.
That is a really cool top, by the way.
It's really cool, right?
There you go.
It's one of my favorite ones. My like Gears of War top. And Gears of War hype at the minute as well.
Nice. I know, especially with the new game whenever it's around. DJ Mike says, I assumed all Brits were pirates at some point in their life. Possibly.
Correct. We drank rum.
Will says you should play it. It's incredible.
Oh, so, I've seen little pieces of 16, and I mean because I went to CooperCon in February as well, so I had the pleasure to meet Ben Starr, who does Clive as well in Final Fantasy 16. Again, such an awesome person, So much fun.
Awesome. We'll talk a little bit more about things. Obviously, we'll give a plug to RawCon a little bit later because if I don't, Lisa is in the chat and she will bring me up by the neck. No, I'm joking. She wouldn't do that. But I want to give RawCon a plug because I know Lisa and the team worked really, really hard on that event. And I'm looking forward to going to that in Cardiff and meeting some wonderful way. And it's nice that I know a few people now as well. It's not like I'm just wandering in and going, hey, everyone who doesn't know me.
That's up, Mag.
Yeah, no, like you're in the wrong building. Fuck off. All right, okay. Bye.
It's like when I met Mag in TwitchCon, it was kind of like I was going up to strangers and be like, "Have you heard about Timeless?"
Yeah. And Mag is just kind of like, I was like, "Oh, that was great.
Beautiful.
That was so great. Oh my life. I think a lot of people at TwitchCon are sick to death of me. So I do now. I walk to events. Even when I went to WASD, I walked through and there was someone on one of the stands for the games. And I don't get, hey, Mags. I just go, it's the Timeless guy. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's good, but it's also like, yeah. Oh, and yeah, I do you know what? The trailer, I'm going to have to say for RawCon, when people goes, it's gonna be raw. Somebody goes like, it's just like that. It was great. It's so good. It's so well done.
Peaceful asked me earlier if I like my steak medium raw, and I nearly cried.
Oh, God. Oh wow. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's what I get called normally. So if I just walk down the street and they go, it's the short one. But there you go. Yeah, gonna get a t-shirt, Mag t-shirt saying "Timeless Guy." Oh, great!
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yes, yes, it's very good. Anyway, shall we crack on with the show?
Let's do it, mate.
Let's do it.
So it's our 176th show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 6 new games for you this week, including Once Human, Angerfoot, and something a little bit more calming. The lovely game called Flock, which came out today. Plus, we got some other games. We've also got some extra games that we've already talked about on previous shows, but are now out on other platforms. So we will give them a mention. And we've got all the latest gaming news. And we're going to unveil something brand new, kind of, for Timeless tonight, which we've not talked about. Well, we have, but we haven't. But it'll make sense. There you go. He's the punking. He's Ashton Kutcher. What? Peaceful is Ashton Kutcher. Do you know, like, can I call him that? He'll probably hate me. He'll be like, there you go. Rocco says, I see the email about Xbox Game Pass, and we will be talking about that a little bit later on. I got that email late last night, funny enough, and I was like, well, that's perfect because I've just put it into the show. So there you go. So let's crack on with our first game. This was, ironically, at TwitchCon because they were giving away swag bags with loads of stuff in, which is which is good.
Mine's there.
There. But did I play it? No. So sorry. But this came out Tuesday last week. This is out on PC. I know a lot of people who have been playing this, so it has intrigued me. This is the trailer for Once Human. Have a look at this. Now, caveat, they released a launch trailer. The launch trailer had no game footage, which annoys the fuck out of me. Okay. So I decided that now, if trailers have got no game footage, I will find an older trailer. So this is a trailer from a year ago, which actually has gameplay. So the game may not look like this. Also, anyone who's not a fan of spiders, spider warning halfway through, okay? Or something that vaguely looks half spiderish, okay? So I know there's people who don't like spiders. So there you go. Anyway, this will make sense. Fuck it. It's a year-old trailer. It's Once Human. Let's go.
This is the LEA Institute. All controls have failed. All controls have failed. Everywhere. Requesting stay away from the LEA Institute. I repeat.
Squad H73 has reached target location. Mission objective, deviation control.
What the hell happened? Take cover.
West B deviant identified. Open fire! Open fire!
Get up now. We've got to get out of here. Keep yourself hidden. Don't look them in the eye. It's all over. Let's get out of here. Knock, knock.
There you go, folks. That was a gameplay trailer from over a year ago of Once Human. As I said, the actual release trailer had no footage whatsoever of the game, which really grinds my gears when they do that. So, Dave, it's obviously, Gosso said, actually, a few people said, like, it looks like Left 4 Dead. It's also got that Division vibe going on. It does also look like that scam game that lasted, 4 days in December and then disappeared from the face. What was that? I can't even remember.
The day before.
The day before. See, I can't. It was that
one.
forgettable. I can't even remember the name of it. So it's got that vibe. But I know a lot of people have been playing this, and this has been in early access since February and stuff. So tell us a bit more about this.
Yeah, so this is pitched as an open world survival MMO, which was the same pitch that the day before had.
Yeah.
The day before completely failed to do anything with that and failed miserably. Whereas this does look like it's actually doing what it says. It is like a pretty big open world from what I've seen on the video stuff that I've watched for it. It has got some light survival mechanics. You have got to watch like thirst and hunger, but they're not going down stupidly quick. You just got to keep a rough eye on them. It does meet the MMO part as well, because you can team up with other people, not like Left 4 Dead type stuff where it's just the linear maps you're fighting through with like 4 players. It's still big open world. You're inviting people in to play with, and you're taking on the enemies. The sort of storyline pitch for this one is there's been a big apocalypse. The world's been invaded by some sort of alien entity that's given certain humans, like your character, like extra powers. Other humans or other creatures have mutated into odd looking things. So they're not like generic type zombies that you're fighting. There's some quite interesting character designs in there. I think it's more of a sort of cosmic horror type inspiration it's got for some of the character designs. So it looks quite interesting. It's a free to play game, so you can just download this now, jump straight into it, and nothing to pay. I think it has got a shop with cosmetics, but apparently there's nothing particularly sort of pay to win in there.
Okay, that's good.
So it sounds fairly reasonable from what they've done. And there's base building you can do in there as well. So when you're playing the game, collecting resources, you can then use that to build yourself a nice house out in the wilderness, and that will persist there. And you can go and visit other players' houses. I don't think you can destroy them or nick their stuff. You just go and visit them, check the stuff out. So you can build stuff and leave it there. Haven't got to worry too much about it being trashed off.
Okay, that's cool.
That's quite cool. It looks all right for what it is. Some of the reviews I've seen say the enemy AI is a little bit iffy at the moment. Not great. Doesn't do a huge amount sometimes. But that kind of sounds like the worst of it, really. The rest of it looks pretty decent. There's a decent world to explore, interesting character designs, interesting enemies to fight. And it's free to play, so jump in, give it a look. If you don't like it, you haven't lost anything at least.
Okay. So I think this is one of these games. We had this last week because we talked about the First Descendant last week. It's one of those games that the critics absolutely hated it. Ironically, after we did the show, IGN put a review out 2 days after, right, and gave it a 5 out of 10, which was lower than the score that we gave it, right? But everyone's loving it. And I think this is going to be the same sort of thing, that people are going to love it, and there's a lot of hype about it, but I think the critics are pretty much going to be like, about it. But it is something that I would give a try because I like these games. It did make me laugh that Walker said, I think I've been playing it wrong because all I've been doing is cutting down trees and building a house. So are you sure you're just not playing Minecraft? Just playing Minecraft. But there you go. Muso, is this your kind of game? Was this something you would try, especially if it's free to play and it's not like pay to win?
FPS games, they're more kind of like my offline games, so I do like to play them. But if I was streaming them, for example, I would just lose my mind. I'd be shouting at everything. But from what I've seen from other people playing it and stuff like that, it does look like you either kind of love it or hate it, and if you love it, you love it kind of thing. So I think it does kind of already have a little bit of a kind of fan base around it before it's been released. But it looks interesting. I mean, to me, it kind of has almost Dead Space vibes with the kind of...
Yeah. There you go. Oh, Sophie says the game is like me. It's like Maggie. Thanks, Soph. Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Walker says it's funny because I hate Minecraft, but she's enjoying building things in this game. So, okay. All right. Well, look, we don't review the games because I always make the joke that we're totally overqualified for doing that. Sorry, games reviews. However, what we do is we scour the internet and find all the scores from different reviewers all over the world and turn that into an average. You may agree with it, you may not, But if you guess that average right, you will get a shout out in the chat for your channel. You can have anything from 0 to 10, and you're allowed whole numbers and halves. And we've already got some scores already. Dankry says I'm going with a 6. Gozzo says agrees, says 6 on this. Will says 7. Walker says 6.5. Obviously saying a 5.5. Darth, hello. Thank you for that follow earlier, by the way. Greatly appreciate that. Darth is saying 6. So also kind of getting similar now. I'll start with you, Dave, to kick us off. What do you reckon this has got?
I'm going to try a 7.
Going for a 7. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, Lisa agrees with you, Dave. She says a 7 on that one. Flame is saying a 6.5 on that. iQuail is saying a 6.5. She's not here today by the looks of things. So Ben, you'll have to give a score. Dave, hello, Dave. We were talking about you. 7. DJ Mike says 4. Ooh, not a fan. Says 4. So Muso, what do you reckon?
I reckon it's going to be somewhere 6-ish. I reckon
6-ish.
Somewhere around that.
Okay. Obviously saying I've gone low because they always so critical with free to play. I know the thing. This is what I'm saying. The fans will probably love it, but they won't. He's like, oh man, I'm shit at this, and my space bar's knackered. And he's got. Well, you're gonna have to have a guess. This is your last chance to have a guess, folks. This is Once Human, which came out Tuesday last week on PC. Ben says, let's say a 6. Okay. What did Dave say? Jenny, Dave said a 7. Let me guess. You want to go with Dave's score? Just don't follow me. I scored 0 last week, says Danker. Jenny says a 7. Okay. I can tell you that this got, on average, better than the first Descendant, because this got 1 more than that did, and this got 7 out of 10. So well done, Dave. You got it right. Jenny, well done. Lisa, well done. Dave Johnson, well done. Will, well done. Let's get a shout out for all those wonderful people. And do please go give them a follow, because they spend their Tuesday nights watching this crazy show. And do give them a follow back, because they give us all the love. So please do give the love back. So it's greatly appreciated. So there you go. Dave does not stream, however. So you can do !Dave in chat to give Dave a shout out. But also, I like to thank him for his long service. You know, he's suffering 176 shows with me now. So I have to give him a shout. It's a lot, I know. Mm-hmm. And I've known him for like probably more than 40 years. So that's a lot for him. Anyway, how would you like your shout out, Dave?
You can do a bit of spinning on the chair, mate.
Spinning on the chair. Okay. Let's get this ready. I'm just going to limber up. Let's go. I think Mag should start paying Dave. I'm not going to say anything. Dave can answer that how he wants to. He's talking like you, Dave, not Dave Johnson. He gets paid a bit. He does get paid a bit. Not a lot.
Get a pittance, don't I?
Yeah, he gets pittance. It gets higher every year, because we make slightly more of a pittance every year we do this show. But
one day it'll be a decent amount. One day it'll be like £4.50 for the year. No, I'm joking. Okay. Dave! Very nice.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Make sure he doesn't jump scare you, Muso. Oh, yeah. Oh, I jump scared Lisa by accident.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, that depends.
What did you do?
That depends if Dave gets it right or not. So we'll have to see. Why can't the others use the Dave command? I don't know. I don't know why they're trying to. I don't know. I think Dave and I should unionize and take Mag to court for more cash.
Fine plan.
Motherfuckers. Thanks. There you go. She just looks at it. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Moving on to our next game. And this I played on Thursday on its day of release. So this was also only on PC. This was a game that I've been very excited for a long time, and got to play a demo at WASD. Yes, I know I was at WASD. I don't stop going on about it, but I love that event. And this was a game that I was so hyped for. Question is, did it disappoint after being delayed a couple of times? This, folks, is Angerfoot. Let's have a look at the trailer for this. There you go, folks. Angerfoot, which I'm gonna leave what I'm gonna say about it because obviously we streamed it on Thursday. Dave, tell us more. I'm gonna pull back on this one for a little bit.
Okie dokie. Well, yeah, this is a nice fast-paced action game. Your character is had all his trainers stolen by some gangs in the city, so he's on a quest to get them back. You know, his foot is rather pissed off that they've nicked his trainers, so he's going to kick the doors down the faces, shoot the shit out of them. That is the game, really. You know, fast-paced action game. How quick can you get through the levels? That is your challenge. And you know, once you get through a level, it gives you optional challenges as well. Yeah, replayability. Just go back and you know, retry. Can you get through without taking any damage? Can you get through just with a certain weapon? Tons of stuff like that. From looking at the trailer, it looks pretty decent. I think I remember I played a demo of this about a year ago, and it was pretty decent fun. I've seen quite a lot of comparisons with stuff like you know, Hotline Miami. That sort of fast-paced pick up and play game. You know, you can just pick it up for a few minutes, have a bit of fun. I think it looks pretty decent. I'll probably give it a go at some point.
Okay. All I will say is, if you want to try it out, there is a demo. There's been 2 different demos, but both the demos are totally different to the game. So you get a load of levels that are not in the game.
Cool.
And there's also bits that are different. So there's some cutscenes that are not in the game. They fool you with stuff. It's quite clever. So when you play the game, it's like a totally refreshing thing. You're not backtracking over a load of levels you've already done. Muso, your thoughts on this?
I like it. I mean, aside from the Dutch hard style that sticks in your brain. No, I like it. It's very fun, very colorful. I like fast-paced kind of I like the kind of fast-paced kind of run through. I like games that have like an interesting soundtrack as well. Like I really enjoyed playing like Hard-Fi Rush when that came out as well. So I like games that you can kind of fall into the rhythm of them as well. The kicker's banging, yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you can kind of let fall in the rhythm of the game and you just kind of keep the flow and moving, that's kind of how it looks like. You're jumping through windows, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're consistently on the move and going. So I would definitely play this. It looks like a lot of fun.
Okay, so we streamed this on Thursday when the day it came out. Everyone knows I had a hell of a lot of fun with this, and it was even better than I previously imagined. I have since completed the whole game. I spent the whole weekend basically playing it full stop, and I didn't even realize there was 2 different endings. So I've completed it twice. This is how much I enjoyed this game. And it just gets more and more insane, and you can get more and more creative. And the fact that you can unlock more and more different shoes for your feet, which have different abilities. You don't always have guns. You have to rely on your feet for kicking stuff. But there's bits that are like little hub worlds that you talk to lots of characters, and it's quite some funny gags in it. And anyone who saw the game, I got to the point where I was literally talking to the characters and then kicking the shit out of them. So just because I've got a really nice view, and I was like, fuck you then, and kick them over the barrier. It's that sort of game where you can do that and there's no consequences. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and that's all I'm going to say for now. So folks, he says, I do hope the demo version will be preserved since it's totally different to the final product, or like a director's cut re-release down the line that adds the extras. Hopefully, we will see. So get your scores in, folks. What do you think that Angerfoot got? I'm going to start with Muso on this one. What do you reckon for this one?
I don't know whether to go higher or lower. I want to say somewhere around 8.5 or 9. So if I have to choose one, I'm going to go with 8.5 and cover lower in case.
Okay. 8.5 from Muso. Okay. DJ Mike says an 8. Darth says 7.5. Manic says an 8. Ob says 7. Will says an 8. Walker's with you, 8.5. Manic says 8 angry feet or foot out of 10. Ben says an 8. Flame says a 7. Now all views are open. I'm going an 8. Gozzo says an 8 as well. Iquel says, I'm literally playing this right now. It is right up my street. I'm going with a 9. Dave, what say you? What do you reckon?
I'm going to try an 8.
Going for an 8 as well. Folks, this is your last chance for this one. This is Angerfoot, which came out last Thursday on PC, and hopefully we will see it on consoles as well, because I think it deserves to go on consoles. Get your scores in. Jenny says an 8.5. And if there are no more guesses, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this got 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So, yeah. I think I only experienced one little bit of stuttering and frame rate, and just because I blew so much shit up, it like nearly nuked half the level, and it got a little bit stuttering. But that's it. It's been absolutely flawless experience. This is going in my top 5 games of the year so far. This is how much I enjoyed this.
I like to kick the shit out of things.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? I got so much joy out of it. Even if I was in a bad mood, kicking the shit out of things, it was hilarious. But it's done in such a comical way. It's just very clever. I'd say some of the boss battles are a little bit like, but the fact there's a twist and there's 2 endings caught me out, because I thought a game like that wouldn't have 2 endings. But it's good. It's good. So go get it. It's worth it. It's like 21 quid on Steam. It's an absolute bargain. Yeah. And the fact there is replayability, because there's also little challenges for each level. So it's like completing it faster, doing this way, or you unlock another set of shoes, which allow you to go somewhere else in a certain level so that you can unlock another challenge, which is clever. So there's lots of replayability if you want to collect all the trainers. So there you go. So
I'm very much the completionist. I have to like 100% things. I'm not at the crazy rate that people do on PlayStation, where they plat all of the games and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah. So I like Lego games. They're like the easiest games to 100%.
Yeah, they're that kind of things. Bit more of that. Yeah. So Dave, do I owe you a shout out on this one?
You do.
I do. I owe you a second shout out. So what are we going to do for you? Exclamation Dave.
You can do the walk on from the side now, mate.
Walk on from the side. Okay, so this is not the jump scare, Muso. Don't worry. This is not the jump scare. Muso said 8.5, Soph, and Dave said 8. He said, what am I on about? I should have said 0.5. Right. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Dave!
Very nice.
That's adorable.
There you go. I get the feeling he's going to do the jump scare one next if he gets it right. Congratulations to everyone who got that right. Quite a lot of people got that right.
I'm close. I'm close.
You're so
I'm going
close.
from 1 point out to half a point out. Next one's going to be the one.
You'll get there. Don't worry. Let's move on to some gaming news. So literally the day after our last show, an advert went out in America and the US for Xbox, which was like a mock of basically the Scream films, with someone going out saying, you don't have to play Xbox with a console. And they're like, leave me alone. And there's a whole gag. Go look up the video online. It's average at best. But the whole point of this campaign was the fact that they're basically stating, if you own a controller that can be controlled by Bluetooth, i.e. most Xbox controllers, have a Game Pass subscription, and have an Amazon Fire Stick, you can now play Xbox games on your Amazon Fire Stick or your TV. This is a new thing that they've brought in. Now, a lot of people are very excited about this because they're like, yay, no console. That's good. And other people are going, oh, shit, this isn't good, because then this is what Xbox are saying, that, no, we're not getting rid of the consoles. but then they feel like they're getting rid of the consoles because they're trying to push cloud gaming so much. So my question is, do you think this is them pushing out more like we're going to get rid of consoles, or do you think it's just them going, hey, it's more people signing up to Xbox Game Pass so we can make more money that way, because our Xboxes are selling like shit at the moment, because they are. It's the worst selling console in the gaming market at the moment. So, which is a shame because I'm an Xbox fanboy. Do better, Xbox, please, for me. Come on.
Yes, I'm Xbox Vanguard.
No, it's terrible. It's selling awfully, but
I know it should be doing better than it is. Really,
it is. Yeah.
It is a
So,
shame.
what do we reckon?
I reckon it's supposed to get more people onto to Game
Yeah.
Pass. Really, it cuts out a big barrier to entry. Especially at the moment. I think the particular Fire TV sticks you need, because it's either got to be the Fire TV stick 4K or the 4K Max. It's only those two that support it currently. Yeah, they're down in price because it's Prime Day, I think, tomorrow.
Yes.
So you can get them for a reasonable price. Then a controller. I mean, it's probably going to run you sort of around the 80 quid mark, 80, 90 quid mark, probably something like that at the moment for that. And then add on your subscription. Still cheaper than going and buying the Series S console itself. So it's a cheaper way to get people into the ecosystem. But the only problem with cloud gaming is, your mileage is going to vary depending on your internet connection.
Yes.
That's really the only sort of issue with it. I mean, I've tried the cloud game and it's run pretty well for me.
Yeah.
I've run Sea of Thieves on it one day. I had that on the big screen TV sitting on the city, played it, and it's run pretty well and still looked pretty damn good.
I've run Sea of Thieves on this mobile phone connected to that controller.
I've heard people do that. Someone in my community does that, and I'm like, what? Oh my goodness!
It does work surprisingly well.
Yeah, but it does rely, like when I've tried to play other cloud games elsewhere. Yeah, and it's got bad Wi-Fi. It's just like,
if you've got bad Wi-Fi, maybe you're at a hotel where everyone else is trying to watch stuff on the hotel Wi-Fi, then the experience.
Unless you pay for pro Wi-Fi.
A whole £4 extra at Travelodge, and it still doesn't fucking work.
If not worse.
I made a joke. Other hotels are available, but not the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I don't think it's them trying to get rid of consoles. You say it's we'll be talking about Game Pass in a bit, because there's a big news story about Game Pass, which obviously Gozzo was saying about a little bit earlier. But for me, it's them pushing that, really. That's what seems to be the thing. There's let's see what other people are saying. Consoles do now seem to be on the back foot in terms of priority. PC now seems to be their targeting, and also does support a handheld on the horizon, potentially. Yeah, Xbox could do a handheld. Some things I play on cloud gaming because the install size is just insane. NBA 2K24, it's 180 gigabytes, and I can't accommodate that much storage just for some basketball. There you go. Well, considering Travelodge have random holes in the walls in the bar areas, we shouldn't be surprised. That's true. When me and Dave went to Format, and there was just got security on the door to get in the bar. But what's funny is there was this big gap between the vending machine and the reception. She could actually just not walk through security and walk through the gap in the wall to get into the bar. Well thought out planning there, Travelodge. Premiering is all about the purple lights. It's all good. Walker says, Premier Inn sponsors Muso and Mag on Twitch. Have to head out, Mag. Got ready here. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Walker. You take care. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much. There you go. Well, we'll see how it develops and whether people use it. It's one of those things, but we will talk about more Xbox and particularly Game Pass a little bit later on in the show. Let's move on to our next game. This came out on Friday. This is out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. And this is Kaku, the Ancient Seal. Let's have a look at this.
Kaku Ancient Seal is a prehistoric fantasy-themed open-world ARPG. Play as a young Kaku and his flying pig companion, Piggy. Explore the continent and uncover the truth behind the calamity. Upgrade your gear and abilities, and unleash powerful moves. Select equipment and runestone that work best for your playstyle. Venture into the ruins realm and brave the many traps and hidden dangers that await you. Use your newfound powers to explore the vast continent and uncover the many mysteries that lie in wait. Kaku Ancient Seal is already available on Steam and coming to Xbox and PlayStation soon. Don't miss out on this ancient fantasy adventure.
So the only question I've got, ARPG, what the hell does that stand for? I know what RPG
Action
stands.
RPG.
Action RPG. See, that's the first time I've heard that term. I know that sounds nuts, but there you go. I've just learned something. There you go. Everyone's talking about breakfast buffets now in the chat. DJ Mike says, I love breakfast. I can eat 20 sausages and not get judged. Best thing about breakfast buffet, really, isn't it? So tell us a little more about this ARPG then, Dave. Now I'm getting to terms with this term.
Yes, this has got I'd say sort of Zelda vibes to it. The way it looks and some of the gameplay mechanics. It's got sort of little sort of puzzle shrines to it that you got to solve, and it's one of those ones where you got sort of fire biome, ice biome, where you got to go to get a particular item.
Yeah.
To sort of move the story along, you got to collect these 4 items, then go and fight the big boss that's causing the problem in the world. It looks all right, I'd say. What it is graphic wise, it looks pretty decent.
Okay.
What I've read in a few things and some of the videos I've seen, I don't think it's doing anything particularly well. It's not got the budget. It's not got the budget of the full-on Zeldas or like God of Wars or anything like that. I think it's reasonably competent with its gameplay mechanics. So it's going to be a lower budget price, so you probably still get some fun out of it. But it's one of those ones. Don't go and expect it to be like absolutely fantastic, because it's just it's doing everything quite well, not doing anything new.
Yeah.
Whilst it apparently is described as open world, the one review said it's actually quite linear. It just forces you along the main path, and there's not really much to find. If you do try to sort of go off to the sides of the world, it's not really that worth it. Just follow it through. So I'd say it looks okay. Nothing remarkable there.
Okay. All right. Muso, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, that's kind of like the thing. It looks okay. I mean, the soundtrack is very Zelda as well, with the instruments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it has kind of like the same kind of chill vibe while you're hacking away and stuff like that. So, I mean, it looks nice, but I wouldn't run out to go and get it. I'm not wowed by it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if it was there, I would play it, but I'm not like, I need to play this. It's just, yeah. As you say, it's not really something kind of new. It's just like a twist on something that exists, kind of. Yeah.
It's one of those, it's like I'd either play it or not. I'm kind of just sat on the fence with it, really. Let's see what people are saying. Danka says, let's go for the safety of a 7.5. Darth says 8.5. Ben says 7. And he says, God damn it, I've got the Angerfoot trailer music stuck in my head. There you go. We're still talking about breakfast buffets. It's all about the tea, the coffee, and the half orange, half apple juice.
Yes.
Maybe a tomato juice as well. Flipping out.
No tomato. No.
Look, the only time I'll have tomato juice, you stick a great big fucking vodka in it and I knock it back in one. That's the only way that's happening. Danka says just shy of 16 quid and has a demo. That's not bad then. Not bad for this game. Gozzo is not sure. Either 7 or a 7.5. Will says it's the kind of game that he would play if it was on sale. So there you go. Flame says a 6. Okay, Dave, I'll go with you this time first. What do you reckon?
I'm going to try a 7.
Okay, going for a 7. All right. Will, Flame's going for a 6. Will's going for a 6 as well. Gozzo, we're waiting on a score from. And while we're waiting on a score from, Muso, what do you reckon?
I was tempted to go with 7, but it depends. If people look at it from a point of view of there's not really much new to it, I'm tempted to go with 7 or a 6.5. But I'm going to go with 7, I think.
Okay, going with a 7. Okay, and Gozzo, it's the same. Because Gozzo's like, oh, you both were like, oh, there you go. I said Will's got said a 6. Jenny says a 7.5. Games Guru says a 7. Lisa says a 6. Dave, remind me, what did you say? You say 7.5?
I said a 7.
You said a 7. So you've gone 7. Muso's gone 7.
6.5, I'll cry.
Oh, you've changed. You've changed. Oh, Christ. I can't keep it. 6.5 there, 7 there. Right, okay.
To keep it different from Dave as well.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I
There's
know,
no
but it
rule
could
saying
be
you have
either or, and then if it's neither of them, then I don't get.
Oh, yeah, true. There is that as well. Iquel says a 6. Manic says a 7. I think it's 6 breakfast sausages out of 10 with DJ Mike.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you that I got so confused with what the score was that I almost gave it away because this actually did better than most people thought, and he got a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, you asked if Dave did 7.5.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Should have twigged.
I messed that up. But Jenny, well done. You got it right. Who else got it right? Let's go. Danker got it right. He said, let's play it safe and go 7.5. So there you go. I think there was only 2 people. Never mind, just a guess. You people were close. You were people close. Well done to all the people. Mate says 7.5. Yes, 7.5. It did all right. That's caught a lot of people out. I could smash a sausage sandwich. Oh, I could eat a sausage sandwich.
Literally, don't even.
Oh no, that's made me hungry. God damn it.
On my desk though, so.
Right. Well, let's talk more gaming news. I said we were going to talk Xbox, and we are. So there's a couple of things here. So, like some of you may have got an email last night from Xbox. Now, this was announced before the weekend that Xbox were starting to put price increases on Game Pass. I got an email last night to basically say that Game Pass Ultimate, which is what I've got, which is normally £12 or £11.99, if you want to be pedantic, is now going to cost 14 quid. Or 15 quid because it's 14.99 for fuck's sake. Yeah. So there you go. So it's going to cost me 3 quid more starting from September the 12th. But there's a lot of changes coming. So if you subscribe to Xbox, Tommy, thank you for the follow. If you subscribe to Xbox as in brand new, that price hike starts today, as in a couple of days ago. If you're an existing subscriber, it starts from September the 12th. Both Game Pass Ultimate goes up in price, Game Pass PC goes up in price, and Game Pass Core, which is a new thing that they inducted earlier in the year, which is basically a handful of games that you get, and they change it every so often, so you don't get a lot of the stuff that you get, but basically still means you can get that. However, there is a huge difference because standard Game Pass is no more. So standard Game Pass, you used to get things like EA Play, you got the perks, and you got day one game releases. They're changing it. You don't get the added value of getting EA Play. You're not going to get the perks. You're not going to get the PC stuff. And this is the kicker, you are not going to get the day one releases anymore.
Ooh.
So stuff like the new Call of Duty, unless you're on Ultimate, you ain't getting it. The new Indiana Jones game, if you're not on Ultimate, you ain't getting it. Now, they said they were not going to... They've kept to their word, right? This is the piss take. Xbox stated they were not going to create a new tier just for their new games, so you had to get that. No, what they've done is they fucking got rid of the middle one, so the people who've all got standard Xbox are going to have to pay more money if they want to play the day one releases, which is shit. However, here's a couple of tips. So if you're like me, I've got Game Pass free up until October next year because I'm a jammy bastard, right? Anyone who's got all those vouchers, right, they stay, nothing's going to change with those. If you're an existing Game Pass person, you can still buy the Game Pass codes for cheaper than you do now, and you can stack them up, and they will allow you to stack up at least 13 months in advance. So you could get it all at the old price, well, all old price for more than 13 months before it changes in September. So you could stack it up and do it that way. Or if you're doing the Game Pass quest like me, get a load of months free. So, yes, it's a bit cheeky. £2 extra on Ultimate. Is it really a bad deal? Like DJ Barocca said there, I don't think it is. I think it's still good value because if you look at some of the other things, it's still pretty good value in that respect. I just feel people who've got the standard Game Pass here are kind of getting a bit fucked over now on this, to be honest. I can't see why they can't have the indie games at a day one. Why are they now not allowed them either? That's just crazy. So it's a bit shit in that respect.
It's one of the reasons that people get the Xbox Game Pass for
it is
day one.
Yeah. And the other thing that I feel is weird is you used to be able to get discounts on games. So if it comes off Game Pass, you could buy it and get a discount. Again, if you've got the standard edition, you're no longer going to be able to get the discounts.
Ooh.
So that's gone as well. You can only get that with Ultimate or PC, which again is just like, what the hell? So I find that a bit weird. However, some people have looked into this, right? And they have said it's basically, this was inevitable. We knew the price rise is going because everyone's doing it. Disney Plus have put their prices up. Netflix have put their prices up, as someone said in the chat a minute ago, and I'll bring up that comment in a minute. And Netflix have done a weird thing, as you know, where you can get a really cheap version of Netflix. So I used to pay £7, and now I pay £4 or something, but I get adverts during the films. What's weird is I don't get the adverts for every film I watch. So it's only some films. So I don't know how that works. I watched the whole of June Part 1 with no things. That's like nearly a 3-hour film. But then I watched, what did I watch at the weekend? Jesus, must have been memorable. I can't remember what it was. Ambulance with, what's his face? From
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah. And that had adverts. It had about 4 adverts for it. And that's about a 2-hour, 15-minute film. So then they're saying, so what is going to happen? Because if they're going to condense it down and they want to get more revenue, and Xbox have stated that by 2030, they want this to be a kind of service like Netflix. So you go, well, are they going to put adverts in it? And Xbox have stated, this is how it's going to happen. When you're in your Xbox Game Hub or when you're in Xbox app, adverts will probably pop up. It's not going to be while you're playing a game. However, a bit like Twitch, when sometimes the screen gets a little bit small and little pop-up adverts appear for a couple of seconds. They've stated that in potential loading screens and things for games on Game Pass, if you're paying a lower tier, you may get adverts like that, but never in gameplay. But they hope to get this all in by 2030. So you'll probably be able to pay for a lesser tier, but get the same things, but then you're going to get adverts. It's a lot to take in because a lot's happened over the last 5 days with Game Pass. So firstly, do we think Standard are getting a hard deal? Do we think the price hike is a huge price hike? And 3, do we think that it's going to be realistic that adverts are going to become a major thing whilst playing games on Game Pass?
I think the price hike's probably, they're all inevitable, aren't they? Prices always have to go up because they just want to make more money. Because they've got to show growth like every year, and if the subscriber base is staying pretty stagnant, you need other ways to make your margins go up. So put the cost up, pull more money off the subscribers you got. That's what they always tend to do. The standard tier doesn't seem as good now. I mean, you will eventually get those games like Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
you will eventually get that.
You will get them.
How long it would be? 3
maybe
months,
6 months, maybe a year.
Yeah, whether they might do anything different with like third-party games, whether they'll let some of those come to standard at the same time as Ultimate, we'll have to see. I think anything that Microsoft publish themselves will only be on Ultimate to begin with. Anything by other publishers, there might be some wriggle room in that, but they haven't really been specific. And it wouldn't surprise me if adverts come to eventually. It's not so bad if it's when say a game's loading up. Because you could do it with like xCloud. When you launch an xCloud game, you're usually waiting a bit, just watching that little rocket ship fly on the screen.
Yeah, that's right.
I can plonk adverts there. GeForce Now already do that on the free tier. That's what GeForce Now started doing recently. While you're queuing for the game, an advert will play. It's not bad because you've just been sitting there watching the screen anyway. If they ever try to interrupt your gameplay with them, I think that's when people start getting pissed off. Because you don't want to be playing a game, say in the middle of a boss fight, and then suddenly it cuts to an advert for fucking like a Daz or something like that. You don't want anything like that to happen. But I can't imagine they'd do that because that would just seem a bit too sort of heavy-handed. In a loading screen, especially when you're loading a game up the first time, you can probably get away with it. But as long as they don't go too mad with it, then they probably wouldn't piss people off. Yeah. But I think it'll probably eventually come because it's come to all the TV streaming services, hasn't it?
It has.
It's all got an ad, tier now.
I'll be honest. The ads in Netflix are nowhere near as bad as the ads on YouTube. I think I got about a total.
YouTube's getting dreadful.
YouTube is terrible.
I think YouTube's too expensive to subscribe to for what it is.
Yeah, a 1 hour video that I watched, I must have had, I kid you not, 20 lots of ad breaks. That's not the amount of total adverts. 20 ad breaks in a 1 hour video. I was like, this is taking the piss.
I've had it where it's showing me ads, gone back into a video I had been watching, run for about a minute, then gone to like 30 seconds of ads again.
Yeah.
It's like, I've hardly had a chance to watch what you're doing. So YouTube, I think, is just awful for it.
Yeah.
I'm not paying to subscribe because it's too expensive.
Do you know what I've known to be one of the worst for ads? I got recommended to watch an anime, so I downloaded Crunchyroll onto my Xbox.
Oh yes.
The amount of ads you get, like 5 adverts like every minute or something like that. Unless you get kind of like, you know, the subscription and stuff like that. There's so many ads to it, and I couldn't even finish the show. I loved the show. I couldn't even watch the end of it because I was getting distracted. I couldn't get into it because it completely stopped the content. And then I was like, oh, okay, I want to play Stellar Blade now because I've seen the advert for it about 30 times.
I watch online. Put the cost into perspective. Prime costs $8.99 full delivery, and such as well as Prime Video, which includes a few minutes of ads per hour. YouTube charges 14 quid for ad-free viewing, and that's it. I'm not knocking Prime. I'm not saying I'm knocking Prime. I can't, like Dave, I can't see the benefit. I know DJ Barot says I watch YouTube, so I pay for Premium because pretty much watch YouTube and don't watch it. That's absolutely fair. If that suits you, that's cool. You know, I am probably going to still use, after my Game Pass Ultimate runs out, free Ultimate, I'm still probably going to have Ultimate because I do play the games on EA Play. And obviously doing these streams, when a game lands day one, I want to be streaming it on day one on Game Pass. We're going to be doing that with COD. We'll do that with Indiana Jones. There's a ton of games that are coming out this month and next month to Game Pass that we're going to be playing day one. So, you know, it has its benefits.
You get your money's worth out of it, don't you?
Yeah. I think, for what it is, it still is.
I sometimes just drop in and out of some of the services, like PS Plus. I had it a month ago to play Animal Well. I've just let it drop off again now because I simply haven't got the time to play games across, say, both PlayStation and Xbox. So I'll let the PlayStation one lapse. I might let the Xbox, Game Pass lapse at some point when there's not much out there. I'm playing something else. That's why I tend to do it.
Yeah. Stop saying yes and return to VR. Yeah, it's one of them. It's a choice at the end of the day. It's again with you. I still think PS Plus is not as good value as Game Pass. I mean, I've got it as well, ironically.
PlayStation's always been more expensive, hasn't it?
Yeah, I find that. But only recently in the last 12 months are they started to drop some games day one. But they're very few and far between compared to Game Pass. So, so we'll see. Anyway, there you go. As we find out more, there you go. So any existing subscribers, you got until September. So do go stack up the cards. People saying they could get CD keys cards. Do it. You'll get up to 13 months. So anyone who wasn't aware of that, you can get up to 13 months of that. So that's fine. Strawberry Bonbon, thank you very much for the follow. There you go. You need PS Plus for online as well. I know, but then there's like the bottom tier, and let's not even have a discussion about PS Plus. We'll say that for another time. Talking of things that you only have to pay for once a year and not have a subscription because it's a live event. Wow, that was a really awful, tenuous link, but we're going with it. Oh, we're going to talk about Timeless Gaming Convention. And if you do not know what it is, it's going to be on in 4 weeks tomorrow, people. 4 weeks tomorrow. Jesus H. Christ, let's press this button and see what happens. And just as we did that, Strawberry Bonbon has just come in with a raid with 13 viewers. Thank you so much, Strawberry Bonbon. That is really cool. Thank you so much. We'll give you a shout out and everything. Welcome on in. This is Tuesday Night Gaming Chat. I am Mags. This is Dave. This is our wonderful guest, Muso, this week. And we are just about to talk about Timeless Gaming Convention. If you don't know what it is, in 4 weeks tomorrow, we are trekking to Arcade Club Bury, Europe's largest arcade. And we have a fun-packed day of 11 or 12 hours, depending on what tickets you got and who you are, where you can play over 400 different games. And the best bit is you don't have to queue for hours to play them. We've got over 300 retro arcade machines, pinball machines, air hockey, pool tables, the latest arcade machines. There's some of the newest ones. And a ton of consoles for you to play over 4 floors. On top of that, we have 2 stages. We have the Sneak Challenge stage, where you can play games like Tekken 8, Mario Kart, the wonderful Bullion, and numerous other games that we've got and competitions that you can win some amazing prizes, courtesy of Sneak and our other partners, Geek Treat, amongst a few. We also have our Techware main stage, where we have some amazing guest speakers, such as Jason Bradbury from The Gadget Show, who's our opening keynote. We have got the legendary Ashens doing a keynote. We have got a content creator panel where you can ask your questions about content creation, the highs, the lows, the funny stories, hosted by the wonderful Session Zero guy, Josh Strife Hayes. We've got Melanin Gamers talking about how you can turn content creation for a living. We have got Debug, Indie Game Magazine, hosting an indie game panel. We have also got our Legends panel, where we have people who've worked on Gears of War. Samizo will be happy. Cyberpunk, Helldivers 2, Dead Island 2, GoldenEye, Time Splitters, Crisis, Sega, Sonic Racing, among a few, and telling you the tricks of the trade of the games that they have made. Not only that, we have got DJ Slope, the amazing YouTuber, doing his gaming quiz. We have a cosplay competition where you can win 2 tickets to MCM Comic-Con. And not only that, just by buying a ticket, you could win a GT Omega chair worth over £150. We also have prizes from Samsung, Insert Coin, and Sneak, and a few of our partners. We also have a number of exhibitors that you can go check out. And last night we announced our amazing Mario Kart tournament. But one of the games I didn't mention was, every year people love us doing Just Dance 20. We are bringing Just Dance 2024. And just like the Mario Kart tournament, which has got a bit of a twist this year, Just Dance 2024 has got a bit of a twist because it is hosted by the wonderful MZ Lee, who is a content creator for Ubisoft and Just Dance and features in the game. But she's bringing along some friends. So we are happy to announce our actual panelists for Just Dance, who are going to be the judges who will judge you on your dancing skills. All of these are professional Just Dancers. We have the wonderful Just Ash, Just Kamara, and Alex. You can find out more about them. All their details are on the website. They are going to be our judges. There will be a heat where you can take part for 1 hour on the Sneak Challenge stage. And then the top 3 or 4 from those heats will dance on the main stage in front of everybody as the big final. At 6:30 in the evening. So it's one of the big final competitions of the night before we do all the giveaways. So, folks, we've got all that. We've got some great guest speakers. We've got some amazing exhibitors. We've got loads of competitions. You can win merch from Twitch. There's Pokemon merch to win. There's loads of stuff. Warhammer stuff we're giving away. Tons of prizes. We're giving away a load of these amazing, thanks to our sponsors, Techware, a load of these Talk Mice you can win. They're really, really cool. They light up and everything. They're amazing. So go check it out. Get your tickets now, folks. VIP tickets have gone. They've sold out. They've gone. So tough shit if you didn't buy them. You should have bought them when I told you to. So there are standard tickets, which are 20, gets you in at 11 o'clock in the morning, all the way up to 10 o'clock. And did we mention that after 7 o'clock, when the main stage shuts, we've got DJs on the second floor. So you can carry on and play all the wonderful video games or have a dance on the dance floor. We've got a family ticket, 2 adults, 2 kids, 50 quid, saves you a tenner. Kids under 5 go free. There are discounts for block bookings of 5 or more for standard tickets. And if you're a lone parent and you don't want to pay 50 quid for a family ticket, you can buy your standard ticket and 1 child's ticket, saving you £20. Not only that, you can get discounts from wonderful content creators and streamers, such as the wonderful Muso, who's here. You get off all those tickets. Ashens, you can get tickets. Jesse and Paul Newton. Andrew, who's lurking in chat, bless him. You can get them from Mike. I think you can get them from Lisa. Docky, hello, by the way. Great to see you, my friend. You can get them from, oh, my God. I said Lisa. Shifty, who raided us earlier. I hope I've not missed anyone. If I have, I apologize now. So, folks, get your tickets now. This is going to be the best gaming event of the summer. Check out !Timeless in chat. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And we can't wait to meet you all when we open the doors for VIPs, press, and content creators, because we've got our first ever content creator lounge, courtesy of the Gamer Guide, at 10 a.m. and for everyone else at 11 a.m. It's going to be freaking amazing. And I will probably, after doing the event, find a small corner and die, because this has been the most difficult 11 months of my life putting this together with my wonderful team.
I'll bring you cake. Would you like
Yes.
some cake?
I would love some cake.
I'll bring a little cake to the corner for you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'll put it in the corner. Here you go. I want to say hello to a load of people. Dave Johnson, thank you very much for the Prime sub. That's going towards my Plus program goal. We're at 74 out of 100 subs. I want to get a 60-40 split from Twitch. Thank you. You've made me one step closer for that. Docky, you're an absolute legend. It has been the most difficult. This one, I'm not going to lie, this event has gone bigger and better, which comes with its own set of challenges. So we think we've made this the best Timeless yet in its third year, but it's been hard work, I'm not going to lie. So there you go. Emperor says, looking forward to seeing everyone. I want to also thank you, the amazing Dave, Jesse, Amy, for all their support, because they're part of the team. And, you know, Jesse works tirelessly on sorting out the website and all the socials and everything. He does a brilliant job, and he doesn't even get paid, let it go, and get paid enough to do all this. So he's brilliant. Thank you so much. And Dave's been sorting out logistics and the team that help. We've got a great team that are going to be working, meeting you at the door, sorting out your goodie bags and stuff. So, yeah, I work timelessly. Nice. There you go. TK Adam, hello. How you doing? I want to say hello to you all. Storm Basilisk, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that follow. My God, he said, hey, Dave. Hey, Muso. Hey, Gamer Guy. Hello. Lovely to have you here. Who is hyped for Gears of War Remastered? I didn't even know that was a thing. So there you go. There you go. That's it. If I've missed anyone, just pop up in chat and say hi, and I will say hello again. That was a lot. I have to do all that spiel, and my head will explode if I don't plug it. And the sponsors will get cranky. So there you go. But I will say one thing. I had a great chat with Jason today. I've had a number of conversations with Jason from the Gadget Show, and he is so hyped to be at the event. Not only is he like the key, like, so let me just picture this, right, folks? Most keynote speakers will turn up at a time, do their talk, and then fuck off. Okay? Because they're busy people. Jason is probably one of the most busiest people I know. But Jason is going to turn up, do his talk, stay there for as long as the exhibition's open, because he's got a little stand, because he wants to meet people and he will sign autographs and have photos. And when the exhibition shuts, he's going to stick around and play all the games and talk to everyone. So he says he's going to stay there for 12 hours. How cool is that? Like, he's the nicest guy ever. So he's brilliant. So you've got to see him. He's on stage at 11:45 on the main stage on the ground floor. So Jason's there. Go up to him. Go speak to him. Go get your autograph. Go have a photo. He's a lovely, lovely guy. So that's the kind of people that we want at our event, because they're awesome and you lot are awesome. And thank you for supporting it. I'm going to shut the fuck up and let's move on to our next game, which is a game that came out today. I don't take a breath ever in life, ever. Even when I die, my mouth will still be flapping. This came out today. It's also on Game Pass, but you can get it on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and PC. And after all that frantic, we need something a bit calmer. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the wonderful Flock. Here we go. And as Lisa said, and breathe. Thank you.
The remote expanses of the uplands, high in the mountains. But even here, there is life in great abundance. Amid the vibrant blooms of the lupin flowers and emperor cosmet hides, its call reverberates. One of the renowned bird riders of the uplands. They've heard the emperor and are on its trail. This rider is going to need some help. It calls some friends over. This emperor attempts to evade capture, but the pack of bird riders prove equal to the challenge as the emperor gives up the chase. Bird riders often work together like this, spotting potential creatures for one another and gathering up great flocks. This bird knows the secret song to charm Emperor Cosmos and is able to coax it into its flock. The bird riders are also shepherds tending to flocks of hover sheep, which must be guided across the sprawling uplands.
I think I fucking broke it because I started drinking. Never mind. It was doing so well. It's doing so well. Well, you get the idea. David Attenborough and weird flying sheep. If I can get it working, I will. It's just decided to.
The meadows, where they will graze. And these gentle creatures provide their riders with a precious gift, wool, which can be spun.
No, well, fuck this off because it's just deciding to take a massive, huge internet dump. So there we go. If I can play the rest of the trailer, I will. But you get the idea. There you go. Also, Marmike, thank you for that follow. Greatly appreciate it. You know, sometimes technology just looks at me and goes, you can fuck right off, Mag. And that's what happened there. So at least you got to see most of the trailer. Dave, tell us about this while that trailer can flock off.
Yeah, this is probably the perfect game for you to play after a timeless, mate, when you just sit in your corner, you know, crying.
Rocking back and forth.
That's it. This will just calm you down. That's what this is. All this is really trying to do is just be a sort of cozy, relaxing game. You're just flying around this nice-looking open world that they've designed. You got this hover sheep that can follow you. You can get them to graze on certain areas in the world, and you can use their wool to make cosmetics for your little character that's riding on the birds. They make a nice long scarf, a nice hat, stuff like that. And as you're flying through the world, you've got to just like look for other species that are around there, and you can document them. So it's a bit like Pokemon in a way, got to try and catch them all. So you'll find them, you'll document them, and then you need to try and tempt them to come into your flock. Okay. And I think to do that, you need to find like whistles and flutes and stuff around the world that have like a song that you can then use to attract the other creatures to join your flock, and they fly around you. Then you move on, try and find something else. You can join up with the other players. I can't remember if it's how many players you can, but at least like one other player can join together within the world to go searching for the different species. And that is it, really. Just a sort of chill, relaxing time.
Okay. Dave seems to be having some beef with me in the chat. On why am I not playing? He's like, "Oh, you wait until a few weeks on Monday, Mag. I'm going to make things very interesting."
Why are you on it?
Yeah, why are you? Think some kind of tough guy here? Are you? Let me at him. That's probably the worst Chicago accent I've ever done in my life. Anyone that is from Chicago and is watching this show, I'm not apologizing. So let's move on. Bless you, Muso. That was perfect time. What did you think of the game that you only saw half of because the trailer took a massive dump?
I mean, it looks quite like serene and stuff like that. So it's got kind of like the chill vibes and everything like that. Yeah. I mean, the big eyes I find a bit freaky personally. But I can see its appeal though. I can see its appeal if you just kind of want I know that there's like a space for people that want a game when they're getting really high on anxiety and stuff like that, and mental health is like a big thing. It seems like one of those games that you can kind of play with that, and you can just trundle along and do your own thing and just have your own little world and escape to it kind of thing with a nice soundtrack.
I think that's the thing. It's something that might pass some time for some people, which is good. I don't think it's my kind of game personally, but we'll see. Depends. If it's one of those ones you can get an easy 1,000 gamer score, I probably will play it. We'll see. There's some games that I have done that on Game Pass and gone, oh, actually, all right, yeah, we'll do that, and play the game, and I've actually enjoyed it. So I just don't know. We'll have to see. Let's get some scores in for this one. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's difficult to figure this one out. I will try and play more of the trailer a little bit later if we've got time. If not, I will chuck it in my Discord for everyone to watch. So apologies that it decided to go. iQuail says this is a tough one. 7.5 maybe. Will says a 7. Dave says a 6.5. For all those that have joined us on the raids, we don't actually review the games, but we try and get you to guess the average score that reviewers gave them. And if you get it right, you'll get a shout out in chat. So everyone who's come in on the last couple of raids, please do join in, because we'll give you shout outs in chat just for a bit of a laugh. Gozzo says a 7.5. Ben's like a 7, maybe 7. An extra point for the hover sheep gets a 7. Manic says an 8. Marmite says 8.5. Docky says 7.5. Storm Bastard says 7.2. I will have to round you down. Sorry, I should have explained the rules. It's halves or whole numbers, so I'll give you a 7. Unless you want to say 7.5 and you can change your mind, that's fine. Storm Bastard. Hey, Azza, how you doing, buddy? 6 out of 10 for this one, says Azza. News, I'll start with you this time. What do you reckon this has got?
Ooh, I don't know how long the kind of how much there is to the story and how long it spans. But I'd go potentially 6.5, maybe. I was gonna say 7 and then change my mind.
Okay, going for 6.5. Storm Basilisk has gone for a 7 then. Thank you very much. Jesse said this is reckon might be an 8.5. It might be a hidden gem, you see. Wait, do the sheep explode? I
See,
don't
I
explode.
I wish.
Jenny says no, but I don't know. If they were in Angerfoot, they probably would, but this isn't Angerfoot, so there you go. So this game is, I had to quickly clean. So this is called Flock, Manic. I believe this is on Game Pass as of today. It came to Game Pass as well, but it is out on everything: Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, and PC. If not, in the Sheep Don't Explode, Jesse gives it a 2. Flock, F-L-O-K, not flop. That'd be funny. Flop. Exploding sheep, it's not worms. Dave, what do you reckon?
I'll try an 8 for this one.
Go for an 8. Okay.
Reasonably high, these cozy games.
So there you go. If the sheep blow up, it's classic worms. It is a bit floppy. Well, there you go. Get the flock out. Hey. All right, folks. Last chance. Get your scores in if you haven't. This came out today. It's called Flock on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and PC, and is also on Game Pass. Manic says, fingers crossed, it's an 8. I can tell you that this got, on average, from the reviewers, 7.5.
Close.
So everyone's quite close. But let's see. There's a couple of people who did get it right. Let's have a scroll up. Well, I say there's a Gozzo. Well done. You said 7.5. Quail was like, oh, maybe a 7.5. Well done. I can't. If I've missed any, sorry, but yeah. I don't know if anyone else said 7.5. Docky said 7.5. Thank you. Docky said 7.5. Let's give Docky a shout. Again, do follow all these people who got it right. They take the time to support this wonderful show that we do every Tuesday. So go support them back. So there you go. A little bit more gaming news. Something a little bit different. Something about the game that's coming out in autumn. We haven't got a release date for this, but we have talked about it on the show before. Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game, which is now called Dragon Age Vanguard, because they did change the name of it earlier this year, has stated that it will be an adult-orientated game. Now, we've seen this recently in things like Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, and have stated that just like Baldur's Gate 3 and Cyberpunk, there is going to be nudity, especially in the character creation. So you can you see lots of bums, lots of willies, lots of titties if you create your character that way. That's me being polite and not saying the rude words, okay? It will be out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. There is no firm release date, but it will be out sometime in the autumn. So we expect it sometime between September and, well, October, because it's weird because then November is classed as holiday, which is Christmas, which is not in this country, for fuck's sake, but it falls in with Thanksgiving. I don't understand the American scheme, but let's just say it's going to be September, October, or it'll get pushed back. All right. Okay. So there you go. So my question is, do you think this will make a difference to the game? Someone's already said that Dragon Age games are quite adult orientated anyway. It's got a PEGI 18 score. PEGI 18. But is this really big news? Because I don't think it is. It's like, well, they've done it in Cyberpunk. They've done it. Baldur's Gate 3. People are getting people's wangs out and bottoms and boobs all the time. They're having a whale of a time.
It's just effectively like they didn't have the gonads to do it. And I'd never said that word before in my life. I tried not to say balls, instead said gonads.
Gonads.
But effectively, it's them catching up on other people that kind of had the stones to do it in the first place and be like, right, okay, now it's kind of acceptable. We'll do it as well.
I'm not allowed to see nudity. Well, I say not allowed. Tinder seems to have prohibited it. Mini games? Why mini games? Bloody hell. That's my first guess in 2 weeks. I was at a Pearl Jam concert the week before that. Well done, Iquail. Cyberpunk did it. Yes, they did. Mortal Online did it 3 years ago. Peggy 18 sounds like an adult game. Cojones. That's the word you need. Cojones. That's why loads of people are single here, like play 18 games with nude stuff. Is that the thing? Single people play 18. Any of the single people in chat want to verify that for us? If there's any in-game Peggy, I'll bite it. Good joke. I like that. Lafayette, I'm stealing that phrase. If they've got the gonads to do it, brilliant music. There you go. Pegging 18. There you go. Oh, we can see what we've started in chat. We've all handled the joystick in our times. Jesus Christ, Mike. Dave, any thoughts on this, or should we fucking swiftly move on?
Oh, let's move on, mate. We've seen news in plenty of games. It's nothing new.
No. There you go. There you go. All right, we'll move on. So yeah, it's coming out in autumn, and if you want to play it, and if you want to make your character nude, feel free. You can do what you want. You've bought the game. You have the right. Just don't expect the armor to be very good, because if you get hit with a mace or something, you'll probably die in the game because you're naked. Come on. What were you thinking? You should be wearing armor. Come on. It's a medieval game. It's realistic. Kind of. There you go. Let's move on to our next game. Something that's not going to be realistic. This also came out today on PS5, PC, Xbox Series X and S. This is EvilVEvil. Let's have a look at the trailer for that. And before I do that, I want to say Will's joke. Don't want to stick drift on your joystick. No. We'll just leave that there. That's what she said. Here's the trailer for this game.
Sarkol and his wretched cult. Fools in search of power, tempted by whispers from beyond the curtain of night. The Order of the Dragon will feast on these followers of Zagreus. With blade, bullet, and fang, we will keep this world safe. Victoria the Shadow. Right behind you, love. Leon the Berserker.
Come, Getzo.
Mashaka the Sorcerer.
I see fire in your future.
These cultists are a plague, mere pests in our path that must be exterminated. They may call upon whatever darkness will answer. Summon any manner of demonic power to aid them. It matters not. We will show them the true meaning of power. Take the fight to Sarkol and obliterate his damn cult once and for all!
There you go. As if we haven't had enough violent games with techno tracks, then we've got this as well. EvilVEvil, which isn't your typical first-person shooter, is it, Dave? Because this also looks like it's turn-based and tactical, if I'm right.
I think it is just a fast-paced FPS game. You're playing as vampires, trying to just take out this cult. And it's 1 to 3 players from what I've read. So you can get some mates involved in this one. But yeah, you're playing as vampires who look like they're mostly using guns instead of just you trying to bite people, tear the throats. It looks okay. Doesn't look like anything particularly remarkable.
Mm.
From some of the things I read, people were saying, it is just that. It's just a bit of a sort of middle of the road type game, not doing anything special at all. But if you want one of the fast-paced first-person shooter, probably Anger puts you better one out of the choices tonight. But there is this.
Yeah,
It might be all right for a blast of the mates, but I don't think it's anything particularly special.
There you go. Vampires, guns, and Doctor Strange magic. What could go wrong? Will says, Snooze Fest. Muso, your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it's trying to take parts of other games that has worked and kind of squish them together to try, and then call it vampires as well to kind of make it seem a bit different, but it's not exactly. I mean, it's like a Doom-inspired soundtrack. They've got characters that are specific different things, kind of like Borderlandy, kind of like that, and yeah, I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
It's all right, but again, I wouldn't really be like, oh, I have to play this. It's kind of like, fair play.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll tell you what. Let's have a look at what scores people are saying. Danka said it looks pretty basic. A 6. Manic says a 6 as well. Ben says a 5.5. Don't see anything here that makes it stand out, really. Gozzo says a 6. Will says it's a snooze fest, 6. Jenny says a 7, so she's liking it a little bit more. Big Jessie says a 3. Marmike says, I'm going to say a 6.5. Flame says a 7. Dave, we'll come back to you on this one. What do you reckon this has got?
I'm going to try a 6 for this one.
6 for this one. Stormed Basilisk says a 5.5. Muso, what say you?
I was gonna say 6, but I'm always torn between two numbers, like 6 or 5.5.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go with 6 this time.
Okay, going for a 6. Well, I can't you. Nothing to get you in the door that I can see. A 6. Azza says a 3. Again, another person. I mean, I'm not going to play it. I might as well give it a 0. Yeah, but we'll go with your 3 because you never know. You might be right. Folks, this is your last chance. Get your scores in before I ask Dave his opinion. This is EvilVEvil, which came out today on PS5, PC, XX, and S. I already asked Dave his opinion. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I'm not giving it you again.
No.
Oh, shit.
Muso's just broken something, so there you go.
Nope.
Whoops. And on that cliffhanger, if there are no other scores, I could tell you that this got, and I've totally lost myself what we're doing now. I could tell you this did slightly better than people thought, but still not great. 6.5 on average. Mm-hmm. So still very sort of okay.
Still very average.
Still very average, but not as bad as people thought. So there you go.
Not going to be any game of the year list today.
No, it's not. Big Jessie says someone needs to donate Muso a new chair. Well, she might actually potentially win one at Timeless Gaming. Exclamation Timeless in the chair. Oh, fuck no. Done enough of that. But there you go. 6.5. Did anyone get that right?
Mike did.
He did, didn't he? Well done. Oh, there you go. Get your tickets there. Marmite, well done. Well done. We'll give a shout out for Marmite. Did anyone else? Everyone was sort of either side of it, I think. Yeah, everyone was side of it. So that's an interesting one. So there you go. Only one person got it. Well done, Mike. And go
bragging rights.
His first time. One. Here you go. First time here. And he's got one right. Good on you. Nice. There you go. Our last game of the night, but certainly not the end of the show because we've got more stuff for you. Again, something a little bit different, something a little bit more retro. I'm not going to lie, without looking at this game at first and doing my research when I was putting my list together, I thought this was a game which would be like SteamWorld, where you build Steam machines and do stuff. And then it turns out it's nothing like that at all. This came out today on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and Switch. And this is called Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder. You'll see it is nothing like a SteamWorld building game. Here we go. There you go. So nothing to do with building Steam machines or going on a Steam rally in the Lake District whatsoever. But Dave, tell us more about this, because actually I think this looks really good.
Yeah, it just looks pretty decent. I love the pixel art style to it. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
This game, it's a Metroidvania.
There you go, Mike. You was asking that. There you go.
Yeah, so your character's trying to infiltrate the steampunk city to overthrow the overseers who run it. And we've already had a lot of good Metroidvanias this year, like the Prince of Persia one and an Animal Well. And this looks like it's probably another good one to add to the list. Everyone I think knows the general flow for Metroidvania, isn't it? By now, you'll see various places that you can't get to, hidden secrets you can't access until you progress through the game, get items, and you can go back. Try and get those things that you spotted earlier that are now going to be available to you. That'll help you progress further through the game as well. So if you're up for yet another Metroidvania, this looks pretty decent to me.
Okay. All right. Muso, your thoughts on this? Do you play Metroidvanias?
Do you know what? It gives me the vibes of playing like my Game Boy SP in the back of the car and stuff like that. And those kinds of games will always like have a nostalgic part with me that I'll always kind of be attracted to, and I just think that it has a really nice style to it. It looks quite good, honestly. I'm quite intrigued by it. I'm quite intrigued by this one.
Yeah, I like the look of it. I would play this. Marmite says it's got Game Boy Advance Castlevania games, but it does give that whole Castlevania vibe. Our wonderful guest from last week is here, Tomo. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much. He was on our show last week. Hope you're doing well, mate. He says, hi, Mag. Hi, Dave. Hi, Muso. Good to see you. Good to see you, Tomo. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate that. I like when our guests come back and watch. It's really cool. We've got some cool guests. It's really greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's see. I quite like the vibe of this one compared to some of the games we've had. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Very action orientated this week, but at least it's not JRPG orientated. Dave, we've actually had a week off from a JRPG. Can you imagine?
Been refreshing, hasn't it?
It's nice. It's nice. We'll probably get slapped with about 50 next week, but never mind. We'll see. So let's have a look at what people are saying score-wise, and then we'll ask. So Danka came in with the first score, saying I reckon about 7.5. Manic reckons a 7. I do like a good Metroidvania. I'm going to say 8, says Marmike. Manic then changed his mind, said 7.5. Jenny said 7. 8.5 if the story's good, says Storm Basilisk. Gozzo says an 8. Will's like, it's not my jam, but I give it a 7. Do you prefer honey or marmalade? Got to ask that question. Flame says an 8. And we will start with Muso. What do you reckon to this one?
I'm going to go with an 8.5 maybe for this one. I feel like there's potential to it.
Yeah.
From just the trailer, I think it's got good vibes, and I'd play it. It looks interesting.
All right, 8.5. And Dave, what say you, good sir?
I'm going to go for a 7.5.
7.5. Okay, so we've got an 8.5, 7.5. I actually remembered this time. Folks, this is your last chance. Get your scores in chat. This came out today. This is Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder, which is out on PS 4, 5, PC, Xbox Series X, S1, and Nintendo Switch. Your boy Az is coming in with a 6.5. Tomo says just on a game, so I'm going to say a 5. That's all right. Go half and half, innit? There you go. I can tell you that our last game of the night got a very reasonable. Yeah, got to play those bongos. There you go.
That's all I had handy.
There you go. Gosso said a 7.5, so I'll just let you squeeze that in there. That's what she said. It got a 7 out of 10.
Oh, close again.
There you go. Close again. Well done to Will, who got it. Emperor Carrot. Well done to Jenny. You got it right. Now Manic changed his score, so without sounding rude, sucks to be you, Manic. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Manic's like, damn it, it's so close. But yeah, so there you go. Can we get a shout outs for all those wonderful people that got that right, please? Greatly appreciate it. We will have more games coming up very shortly because we're going to cram a few extra bonus ones in, a quick fire bonus round of games for you. But yeah, if we can get shout outs for those wonderful people, greatly appreciate it. And if it's not done, then I will go whoop some ass in a minute. There you go. Our final news story of the night. We've had some sort of stories about, oh, this is that and that is that. This is kind of a nice story, a good news story in a way. But it is official, ladies and gentlemen. The wonderful Nintendo Switch is officially the longest running Nintendo console in terms of from time it came out to time before it gets replaced. So it hasn't been replaced yet. We're expecting to find out more either later in the year or in the spring when the next, whatever it's going to be, Switch 2 or whatever they're calling it, will replace it. It has officially sold over 141 million units, the Nintendo Switch. And it's still outselling Xbox Series X and S, ironically, since it came out in 2017. But it has actually beaten another Nintendo console. And I'm going to see if you can guess in chat, and Dave and Muso, what it is. So there's a number of different Nintendo consoles that have been out before. But what was the one that previously held the record? What do we reckon? People in chat, I'm going to put what people are chatting saying. So, Game Boy. Could be the Game Boy. Could it be the DS? The 64? The SNES? The Wii? So what do we reckon? Go on.
I'm torn between either the Wii or the 3DS.
Okay, the Wii or the 3DS.
Those.
Jesse's saying the NES. Forgot about the NES. There you go. It's not. There can't be the Sega Saturn, mate. It wasn't made by Nintendo, for fuck's sake.
I loved my Sega Saturn though. Quality.
Yeah, look, good concept. Yeah. Especially when you play Daytona.
Oh yes.
There you go.
Rally version. Let's go.
The Virtual Boy. That's wishful thinking. That one, isn't it? Jesse says the PS1. Jesus Christ. No,
I'm tempted by the 64.
Nintendo 64. So N64. What did you say, Dave? Did you say the DS?
I said the Wii or the 3DS.
The Wii or the 3DS. Okay, you're both wrong. And
good.
It's not. And Azza has said the GameCube.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's also wrong. It was the NES. It was the NES.
Okay.
The original Nintendo Entertainment System. Is anyone just putting random fucking consoles in the chat now? Fuck's sake, people. You're fucking drinker. Someone put just to take the piss, Xbox Series X and S because it's selling shit. There you go.
Sega fan people.
Yeah, the Nintendo 69. Look, there you go. The Commodore and the Amiga. Christ. No, it is official. Well done, Jesse. You were the one who got it right. The Nintendo Entertainment System was the longest running console originally before it got superseded by the Super Nintendo console, or Super Famicom, as it was called in other countries. But the Nintendo Switch has now beat that record, which is pretty cool. And probably will hold that record for a long time. So there you go. That was a little bit of fun for people. So there you go. No, it's not the Acorn. And I can tell you it's also not the BBC Micro, if you can remember. There you go. So there you go. Greenbull are just randomly putting on. Yeah, wasn't the NES like from 85 to 96? Something like that, yeah. And then the SNES came in, and yeah, so there you go. ZX Spectrum. Mate, I had a ZX Spectrum Plus 3, which was the one with the disc drive. Because I was a snazzy. The Panther.
I always get it wrong. There is a console. That's it. I do it every time.
I was just like, the Jaguar. That was the Atari one, Atari Jaguar. That was the Panther. We can call it the Panther.
I do that every time.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm like, it's a cat.
Yeah. On stream though, engage arsehole mode. Yeah, I'm just playing up the Atari Jaguar. Manic says until the Mag 69 Mega Drive comes out and outsells everything. That'll probably get me in trouble with that one. I'm too young to know these. That's fine, Will. That's absolutely fine. There's probably a lot of young people in the audience. we were playing a game last night that was on the Atari 2600 on stream. So there you go. There you go. The Evercade, that's more new. That's more new. The Evercade, which is cool. We talked about the Evercade.
CDI.
CDI. Oh, the Philips CDI. The 3DO. Remember the 3DO?
Oh,
my God.
I remember wanting one of those. Never be able to afford because it's stupidly expensive way back.
The Neo Geo console, where the games were 179 quid back in the early 90s.
Oh,
remember that?
Arcade perfect, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
It was good at the time, but yeah.
Yeah, not so good if you put it on your credit card.
Parents to get me one of those.
Yeah, but there you go. 2,600, not 2,600. It's the way I say it, Mark. It's the way I say it. Barcode Battler, I remember that as well. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, the nostalgia. It's all coming back to everyone. PSP, Vita. This is like when you do emo only mode, except we're just getting names of consoles in. Pong, yes, Azza. That was what it is. A surprise Mag hasn't mentioned his favorite console ever. Stadia. Does anyone remember the Stadia? No, because it was fucking shit. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about okay, sorry. All I did when Stadia came out during lockdown was just give it shit, and then it failed, and then I gave it even more shit. So there you go. Will says, bit aggressive. Do you think? Do you think really? No, I'm joking. I'm just being a dick deliberately for comedic value. Or am I? I might just be a bit of a cunt. Let's move on. So extra games. Again, people are like, I don't know now. Is he? Maybe he's not. Oh my God. That's why I'll be sitting in a corner at times, because people are too scared to actually talk to me. Anyway, moving on. We have got some extra games. I just basically, it is the latter. Yes, Azza, it is the latter. We've got some extra games that also come out this week, but we've technically already covered them on the show. So we're going to do a quick fire round of guesses for just Dave and Muso. If you want to have a guess in chat, you can, but we won't be able to do the shout outs. So a game that I played in December already came out on PC earlier last year, came to Nintendo Switch last December, is now out on PS4 and 5, is Spin Rhythm XD, the great game, which is like Guitar Hero. I absolutely adore that game. It's fantastic. What do you think that got for its PlayStation release last Thursday?
7.
7, okay. Muso?
7.5.
Okay, it was 8.5. It's like Docky. You need to check out Spin Rhythm. You'll love it because you're a big Guitar Hero fan and Clone Hero fan. You love it. It's like DJ Hero. Yes, it's like DJ Hero. It's great. We also had the console release, because it's already been out on PC, for Alaskan Road Truckers, the Highway Edition, which came out last Thursday on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Dave was enthralled to look at a review of this one. He really was. What do we reckon that this got?
5.5.
That's only because I fucking told you earlier. But there you go.
I would like to go with 5.5.
Wait, go on. Say it again, Muso.
I would like to go with 5.5.
Correct. Can we get a shout out for Muso in the chat? Go follow her.
Good
there
guess.
You go. Okay, let's do it. Is anyone actually doing shout outs, or has it just gone dead in the chat? I don't know. Well, there you go. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And finally, we talked about it when it came out on Xbox and Game Pass and PC, but it now gets its PlayStation 4, 5, and Nintendo Switch release, which came out yesterday. He says, I've been doing them all along, you twat. You twat. Thank you. Darkest Dungeon 2. What do we reckon this got?
8.
Okay. Muso?
7.
Okay. What if you went one higher, Muso?
Do you know what? I was so tempted to say 7.5. So I will. I'm going to say 7.
What about if you decided you went one up from that?
Well, then Dave would be there.
Yeah, but then what would be your guess?
You can go for the same.
8.
Yes, correct. We get another shout out for Muso. Well done, Dave, as well. It's got an 8 out of 10. So there you go. Obviously, we don't play the trailers for those games, but if you would like to see them, they will be in my Discord. If you want to go follow my Discord, you can see the trailers for that. I will also put the trailer for Flock, which fucks up. You can go check it out. So I will put that there. So if you want to see any extra games, because sometimes there's too many games to talk about. We will have more games for you next week. we have got a long list. There's a lot of games out. We have got the new DLC for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, which came out today. Magical Delicacy, which came to Game Pass today. There's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. So there's a really cool detective game, Nobody Wants to Die. We might talk about that. We've got Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Dungeons of Hinterberg. We've got the wonderful Shim, which I'll be playing next week. EA Sports College Football, F1 Manager, amongst a number of other things. So some of those games are going to appear in next week's show, and then the others will chuck in the Discord and you can watch the trailers. So yeah, join the Discord. You can see all the other trailers. I'll put the scores in for those games. I want to say a massive thank you to our wonderful guest, Muso. There you go. If you're not following her, please do. When are you next on? When are you next streaming?
The plan was tomorrow, but it depends if I'm well enough. So if not tomorrow, then Friday.
So if she's not on tomorrow, go watch on Friday, no matter what, without fail. You can see Muso at RawCon in Cardiff on the 1st of August and some fucking thing in 4 weeks' time called, yeah, I'm not even going to call it, something beginning with a T. I've heard it's all right. So there you go. Anything else you want to say, Muso?
Thanks for having me. Honestly, thanks for having me.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Go follow her. She's awesome. Go
and thank you to everyone that kind of came in and to show support and stuff like that as well, because that's pretty freaking awesome. That's pretty cool. Awesome. And I'm very grateful. So thank you.
There you go. Awesome. Go send this lovely lady some support. If you haven't, go click that link. Go give her. There you go. Storm Bastard says, love you, Muso. Why did that resend? I don't know why it resent.
Love you too.
There you go. Good to see you all. Starting at T. Is it TwitchCon, sexy sister? I don't know. You're awesome, Muso. There you go. All the love for Muso. Also, someone we should give a lot of love to is the wonderful co-host that knows the most, Mr. David Jones. As always, being absolutely awesome. And big thank you to my mods and all you lot in chat who've joined in. We hope you love the show. We will be back with this show next Tuesday, where our guest is a wonderful streamer, Duchess Weaves, who, surprise, surprise, is another person who's going to be at Timeless. You see where we're going with this show. It's very clever. And in 2 weeks' time, we'll have the wonderful Mav, who unfortunately couldn't make it on the show a couple of weeks ago, but he will be on our show in 2 weeks. And the last show before Timeless, we will have the amazing Ashens back on the show. So one of our big keynote speakers is going to be on this show, but not on the Tuesday. More will be revealed in a couple of weeks. So that we're going to do a special show, a one-off, just before Timeless. So Ashens is going to be on said show, along with his long-suffering community manager, Dave. So our Dave will be on holiday, and it will be replaced with another Dave. There you go. For fuck's sake, Ashens he's not a diva. Give over. There you go. Dave's like, hello. He's arrived. So there you go. So you can tune in more. That is it from me for this week, because I am on my travels. If anyone is going to Nottingham Video Games Expo, I will be there on the Sunday. I look forward to seeing you all. Come and say hi. Come and talk about games, or just come and have a drink, or eat. Apparently there's amazing donuts, so I'll probably just find me at the donut store eating donuts and not playing any games ever. Because there's donuts. Why would you play games when there's donuts? So they'll do. That's where I am. So we'll see you on Sunday. But I am back on Monday with a very special Ubisoft no, not forward nor backward. Ubisoft stream of the brand new DLC to Avatar: The Frontiers of Pandora. And not only will we be doing drops, but we have a copy of the game to give away on PlayStation 5. Nice. Bear in note, it doesn't come with the DLC. Only I get the DLC to show the DLC, but you get the main game, all right? So at least that's something. You can't.
You slipped the code out of the box, did you?
DLC optional.
Possibly, yes, because I already own the game. But we'll see. So, yeah, it doesn't come with. It's the standard game that came out in December, but it's a copy that we will stick in the post for you on PlayStation 5. So there you go. So I am back next week. So this is me done for this week. It's a short week, just like my stature. There you go. Getting all the jokes in before the chat do it. So there you go. It's going to be awesome. Let's do a raid. Is there anyone particular, Muso, that you want us to raid? I've started doing this now. I asked the guest now.
I don't know.
Is there anyone you like that we could go raid? Or God, there's a lot of people on tonight, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly, I hadn't thought about it.
I sorry, I've put you on the spot. I've just literally. Oh my God. Well, there is one I could suggest. If this helps. And I know Lisa would approve of this because it's someone from Rawcon. Is Soul Strike?
I did see some Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Is it? What am I playing? Which one is it?
Survivor.
Oh.
I've not started.
Oh, yeah, Jedi Survivor. Okay. All right. So I think I got to meet him at the Twitch event that we put on just a couple of weeks ago. Lisa's like, huh? Lisa's like, what? What, Lisa? What? What? Wait, what? I don't know. We're going to read Soul Strike. So there you go. I heard my name. Yeah, we said that you would approve of the person that we're raiding because it's part of Rawcon. Lisa's like, oh, yeah. All right. She's like, yes. Okay, there you go. We got there. It's fine. Sorry, I don't mean to take the mic, but there you go. Okay, folks. So we're going to do that raid. Goes out to Soul Strike. Met him a couple of weeks ago. He came to the Manchester meetup too. He did. Lisa emerges from the shadows. Yes, she does. Let's do this. Let's do that raid. Go send some love and support. And that raid will start once the end credits are rolled. And all that leaves for me to say is, folks, wherever you are in the world, have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening. And I shall see you back now, not until Monday next week, or I will see you at Nottingham Video Games Expo. And from all of us, we will do that awkward thing where we'll wave until I find the button that we need to press. So, bye. I'm going to press it now, okay, so it's not so awkward.
Bongos.
There you go. Bye.